Hello, this is the Pause and Proceed podcast with your host, SB.
And I'm your girl, Bridgett LaRé. What it do?
We back again.
We here again.
Yeah.
This is episode 10.
Wait, it is episode
Yes.
10. See, that's terrible. I was about to say, wait a minute, this is episode 9.
No, it's 10,
I don't
friend.
even know. See, we doing so much, I can't even keep up.
You see all them? I rhymed like 5 times. Did you get that?
Listen, I didn't get it.
I said we're here again. It's episode 10.
Okay.
Yeah, friend.
Oh, that's not loud enough, Solomon. You gotta
Maybe
do
it's gonna
something
be
about
loud
that.
when in the recording.
Maybe.
We need to hear it.
Wait, why are they laughing, Bridget? What do you do?
Solomon, did you do that?
See, now she pressing buttons.
It's a malfunction.
She shouldn't have had no control. We got to take this away from her.
Take it away.
Take it
away. It's yours now.
I thought you was studying it. You
I
were
was
over
studying
here
it.
practicing.
I was like, I'm about to hit him with all types of. Wait a
Did
minute.
you got
what the-
nervous? See, that's what happened. And you couldn't keep up.
What the fuck?
That's exactly what happened. I actually like that one.
You like that
I
one?
like that one a lot.
Yeah. I don't like dropping F-bombs, but when they say it, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it throughout the whole show.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's the
For my
F-bomb
holy
you're gonna get today.
rollies. For the holy rollies and all.
So what, girl? What is up?
What is up? Let's see. It is windy outside.
It's a little chilly.
It's nice and cold.
Yeah, it is.
I know I look like Solomon said I look like I came from the penitentiary today.
Did he say that?
He did.
You are so
he said
woke.
jail. He said jail. It's okay.
Oh,
I
and
do
you got
kind
the
of look like
braid.
it. And I
Straight thugger.
do. That's all right though. I like this look.
It's cute. I like the orange. Anything you rock is gonna be,
Thank you,
fly
boo-boo.
anyway. You
I'm
know.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's chilly outside.
Yeah. Well, you look good cold.
Thank you.
That's actually the one thing I do miss about living on the West, in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Is the just putting on a nice little coat and
Layers.
just layers and just
Yeah.
looking good, like the
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah,
The
me
fashion.
too. Me
the
too.
hat, the scarves, the gloves, like
I miss coats and I miss the accessory aspect. I miss boots and whatnot. Like when I went home during the holidays, I could appreciate the coats and the jackets. I actually had to buy a few coats just to prepare to go
Right.
home
Boots,
because I
all
didn't
that.
have much. I looked at my wardrobe. I was like, man, I have these little thin jackets, but it's about to be 11 degrees outside.
girl below.
Below, yeah, it was
11
it below?
below?
It was below where you were.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio.
See, we didn't
it was
get
freezing.
below.
Yeah.
We didn't get below. But then it was that weird weather pattern when even Houston was 11 degrees at that time.
Yeah.
So the whole nation was going through
Yeah,
it.
but I feel so blessed to be here in Cali, and it's just like it's like 50-something degrees, and we're complaining. Oh God, it's cold.
Well, it's a
But
little
it's-
nippy. This is our winter time right
This is
now.
our
Okay.
wintertime, yeah.
Yeah, this is we're acclimated to this weather now. We're not acclimated to that cold stuff anymore.
Yeah. I literally cry when I'm too cold now. I'm like, I can't take. I know.
Oh, you're one of those tearers.
Girl, I was so listen. I remember one time I was waiting for my sister at the airport. She's always freaking late, so I'm waiting outside. She's like, I'm on my way, so I'm outside with my luggage instead of waiting inside.
Mhm.
So I'm just out there. I'm like, where are you at? I'm calling her. She's like, I'm coming. Dang. And so I just start crying like it's so cold.
You really did cry.
I was crying. I was like, oh my God.
Oh,
Who have I turned into?
So I thought you was crying. Like, you know
No, I
how
was-
like the coldness
I was
hits you and
frustrated.
that one drop come down because it's cold, but you were really
I was
from
in
your
tears.
heart.
Yeah, I never told her that.
Listen.
You
she
see what
don't
you
even-
did, Dia, for being late?
That was this time?
No.
Oh,
This was
okay.
probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
a minute ago. Okay.
I'm not a big baby no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but your black is, what is it? Black and proud? Black, beautiful, proud?
Black, beautiful, proud.
Come on.
Well, come on, Black History Month.
All right.
Crap rule, rap, right?
Yeah, we rolling in through
Yeah.
Black History Month.
You just okay.
I forgot.
You did.
I did. Oh, we're rolling on through it.
I mean, it's Black History Day every day for us.
That's
you know,
true.
so
Yeah, it's not just a month.
it's not just a month. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a life. It's a living.
But you chilling?
I'm chilling. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling optimistic. Like we was talking about, I've been outside, y'all. I've been
This girl has
outside.
been outside, and I got to get outside with her. Like I'm like, oh, it's January. She's doing things every freaking week and during the week, not just on the weekends.
You know
I'm
what? Like whenever I just want to, I'm just living. Like I'm doing what I want to do.
You're in the present.
I'm focusing on vision. I'm vision focused. Like I realized that for way too long, one of the ones to tell my age. So I'm 40 years old. For 40 years, I've been living based off the past and just living in the past, from the past. Everything was from the past. Even in my development, it was still based on the past. Like, oh, I'm going to grow. I need to grow from here. But that's still me focusing on the past. So here lately, I've decided that I am transforming. I'm in my transformation phase, like the butterfly in its cocoon.
Okay.
And I am transforming and I'm focusing on my vision. So I'm being vision driven.
Yeah.
So whatever's going on, if it doesn't have anything to do with my vision, then it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Vision is important. Yeah. Remember I was telling you before, I'm not sure if I shared that part on the podcast, but I was telling you before I had a hard time seeing myself in the future.
Yeah, that was deep.
Yeah. And that, if you don't see yourself in the future, then how can you even make plans for yourself? How can you even prepare for what's coming ahead?
Yeah.
So now I can see myself in the future.
Okay.
So that vision is getting a little clear.
Come on,
okay?
Vision.
So let me ask you this. With you being in the past, living in the past, do you feel like, up until now, so do you feel like you've detached from those elements of the past that you were living in, or are you still working through it?
Yeah. So I definitely think it's a lifelong process for me. I don't want to speak for everyone, but for me,
I agree with that.
This moment that I'm in right now, I'm feeling like, it's still there. And I have to be cognitive about not being there because, negativity is neutral. Like that's default. If you
it really is default.
That is
We're
default.
programmed to go to the negative and not automatically go to the positive. Yeah, you got to deprogram yourself to think positive for that to be the default.
Because we're programmed for survival. You know what I mean? So you have to.
I don't want to feel like that anymore.
You got to decide. Like you. Come on,
okay.
Let's go to this. Okay, let's go to what we're talking about because you sent me something.
Yes, I did.
The laws of detachment. Come on.
Yes. Okay. So I was on Instagram. This was probably like last year sometimes, and I came across a blurb. Yeah. Yeah, this was last year sometime.
Okay, I thought you just came up with this the other day.
No.
Okay.
We
so
talked about this before.
Girl, I used to smoke a lot of weed.
That's true. We're gonna keep it at that. Okay. Yes, that is true.
Okay.
But we, me and Bridgett, we always chopping it up. And we talked about, I shared something called the law of detachment. She already knew about it, but I reiterated.
I didn't actually.
You did?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't. You told me, girl.
Oh, girl. See, I be giving the coach all this credit. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking the coach know it all.
No, you taught me that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
So I came across this blurb, the law of detachment. And I thought it was so super cool at the time. I think I came across it sometime in the summertime. And I thought it was so super cool at the time because I am still working through, like you said, it's a lifelong process. But as of, not necessarily right now, I'm still working through it. But in the summertime, I really needed some type of tools to help me detach. When I was going to therapy at the time, they have these, what is it? Is it bondage exercises? Oh, bondage. Cord cutting exercises.
Like some BDSM. BDSM and therapy?
Not today.
It
could be. It could be a little therapy, but that's for another episode, another time. But she was teaching me about cord cutting, and basically you can write down what you're trying to detach from, and you just you create an imaginary cord, and then you envision yourself cutting the cord, so
like
you
an
can
umbilical
detach,
cord.
like an umbilical cord, so you can detach. So with that thought process, I came across the blurb of law of detachment. And it had its 4 things that you're supposed to, it's like a process. Hold on, guys. Let me whip out my phone.
Whip it out.
Let me whip out my phone. Oy. One moment, please.
The first one is awareness.
Oh, you better know it. See, I should have it handy.
The second one, you want me to keep going?
Go ahead, girl, while I try to find this thing.
The first one is awareness.
Yes.
The second one is making room.
Yes, come on.
Okay, now you take it over.
Okay, and then the third part of the law of detachment is letting go, and then the fourth one is stay grounded. Now, it resonated with me so much because when I read it, the awareness of majority of the time, like with what is like Alcoholics Anonymous or even Marijuana Anonymous.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It is a thing.
I went there.
You did.
Okay.
Darn it. Okay, I was about to segue, but I'm trying to stay focused. I'm stay focused. So a lot of times the first step is acknowledgement or awareness.
Yeah.
So for this, it says detachment doesn't mean forgetting or giving up. It's freeing your energy from being drained by obsessively focusing on that outcome. Desperation energy clouds your clarity and energy from being in receiving mode. That thing right there, though.
Yeah. Oh, desperation energy.
That's what I'm talking about.
That just sounds so heavy.
It sounds so heavy and obsessively focusing on the outcome. That was I'm working through it.
What does that mean to you?
For me, it's me creating a perception or a story of what I think is going to happen and focusing on that possible outcome when it doesn't have to be that. And I know better, but like you said, our minds go to that negative default of stemming from fear. So when I read that, I was like, oh my God, that's me. That's heavy. Let me stop building up these stories from a fear-based place because I'm afraid to move forward and just take one step at a time.
Yeah.
What did Denzel Washington say? His mama,
his mammy said.
Yeah.
When I asked Denzel Washington, when he told me,
when he told you,
I said, what was the best advice you've ever been given, and who gave it to you? He said his mama told him, keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And with that process, I tell myself, just keep it simple, one step at a time.
Yeah.
And I still have to check myself because I was just overwhelmed a week ago with everything. But, one step at a time.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The thing with focusing on, having that desperation energy towards one particular outcome, that just limits your vision, that limits you in so many ways because God, we serve a limitless God. You know what I mean? If we have, God, this is what I want. This is how I want you to do it. This is how I want it to happen. And this is the outcome that I want. Then we don't leave any room for possibilities. When you detach from that outcome, then you leave, like it's this infinite level,
abundance.
This abundant field of possibility.
Yep.
And so, that's what we do to ourselves when we hold on to a certain outcome.
Yeah, clouds your clarity and energy for being in receiving mode. I want to be in receiving mode. So if I can clear all that up and detach like I should, by all means.
Look, let's get, I'm all about specificity.
You have to be specific.
Let's be specific.
We have to.
So I'm going to keep it real with y'all because I want some help in this area. So one of the things that I have been attached to is the type of relationship that I desire. How I want him to show up, who I want him to be, how much money I want him to have, what he is doing in this world. I'm like, gosh. So to the point to where I don't give anybody the time of day. That's why I'm sitting here 40 and single. Because I've been so attached
to that ideal.
The idea of the type of man that I want and the outcome.
You kind of put yourself in a box.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want it to be black and this. I don't really want to. I mean, I've dated outside of my race, but I would love to have a black man. You know what I mean? And it's Black History Month. Don't come for me.
And it's Black History Month.
And it's Black History Month. But I'm just like, I'm open. I'm open, God. Let him be loving. Let him be respectful. Let him be a man of God. Let him, just have drive and be. And I I would love to have somebody that's a humanitarian because I love doing things for the community and people and, just loving on people and coaching and helping transform
and that's a large part
lives.
of who you are.
Yeah.
That's a large part of who you are.
It really is. So I would love somebody in that work, but I'm not going to hold on to that outcome.
I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong. We all have preferences, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having preferences. But like you said, I think there's a way of being specific without getting in your own way.
Right. Yeah.
And that's like a balancing act, though. That's something that I really can't tell you how to do.
Yeah.
But it's something that I feel like can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, I'm open. I'm open. Now, I did realize that is what I've been attached to. And, I've let it go. And I even deleted all of those dating sites.
Oh,
because I'm like,
you detached from the dating sites?
I detached from the dating sites, y'all. I did, because apparently I don't know how to vet them too well. The ones that was coming my way.
Okay. But you know what? Maybe you had to learn a lesson.
That's another show.
Well, maybe, that's another show. That's another show.
Yeah.
But maybe there were some lessons that these people apparently provision, right?
Provision, yes. Definitely. There was definitely a purpose behind
there we go.
dating those that I did date. That is our word of the year, minus purpose. SB's is provision.
Amen and amen.
Amen.
All right.
So yeah, I definitely learned what I do want, like as far as characteristic wise, because my ideal was all based off of, the outside. I want him to do this and to look like this and to have this. And, and in actually dating, giving, men the time of day, I realized the things that I did need as far as like characteristic wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dating is necessary. It kind of sucks, but it is collecting data.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can suck from time to time, but it's definitely helpful. I look at it as you're going to keep learning certain lessons until you get it.
Yeah. God.
My God.
Yeah.
Please help me learn these lessons so I can get it.
Come on, 2023. You know what?
It's here.
It's here.
You rising to the occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
It's waiting for you.
Yeah. Got the lesson, God. Got the lesson.
Now, you sure?
I mean, are we sure about anything in
No.
this world?
No, we're not. Not at all. Not at all.
So what have you been attached to?
I've been attached
and detaching
to.
from.
Okay, so I am detaching from confusion. Mass mental confusion.
Ooh.
Yeah, mass mental confusion, because I've been going round and round and round in my mind when it comes to my profession and what I'm trying to do, and not being interested but not committed. You got your water bottle?
I don't have my water
You
bottle
don't have your water
that my
bottle?
nieces got me for my birthday.
Yeah.
Be committed, not just interested.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've been deciphering between those, and I'm really trying to, because going back to what you were saying as far as asking God about or being specific when we're asking for certain things, it's like I'm specific sometimes, but when I do get those things, I'm confused again, because I'm like, oh, when I get it, I'm like, do I really want it? And then I go back to square one. So before I ask, I want to try to be clear. So I'm trying to eliminate kind of just asking for things before I'm quote unquote ready. And granted, sometimes you don't know when you're ready.
I don't think there's ever a time when we're just ready.
But sometimes you know when you know. Sometimes you know when you want something. And for me,
Are you basing it off feelings?
I'm basing it off fear. Because I think I let my fear get in the way. Like, for example, with me and like costume design, I think it's some fear behind that. That's why that hasn't taken off. And I keep putting it on the back burner, like, you know what?
Fear of what?
I'm just gonna not doing well.
Okay.
I think it's not doing well. So it's like, you know what? I got this other stuff. I got this going on. Let me focus on that. And if I come back to it, I come back to it. And then I get these nudges. I keep getting these pokes. They keep poking me inside. Like, girl, this is right here. Like, I think you need to pay attention to it. And I am trying to not ignore those pokes anymore and really get down to the bottom of, okay, we can't keep going in circles. We can't keep coming back around and then putting it on the back burner. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. So I'm to the point where I'm really trying to get clear on that. So I'm trying to detach from confusion. I am detaching from confusion.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I hear you. So the thing is, I'm listening to you and it sounds a lot like you're being driven by your emotions.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So if the one thing we know about emotions is they dictate our behavior. Like you act on how you feel, right?
Yeah.
So when we want to change a thing, a lot of the times people go to try to change the behavior,
right,
or they want to change the way that they feel, right? Then they get mad at, why do I keep feeling like this? Why do I keep doing these same things? Why?
Yeah, I had to get real with myself.
Yeah, but we try to change the wrong things. See, all that is based upon our belief system, how we think about a thing, how we perceive the world.
Mm-hmm.
So that how we think about a thing, our belief system, is what makes us have these feelings about a thing. How we feel about something is what makes us behave in a certain way, act a certain way, use certain type of words. So if we want to change a thing, we got to change our belief system behind it. Like, that's why I was asking, like, well, what is it? Are you based off feelings or fear? And then what is your belief about that? What is the belief that you have that is keeping you in fear of what, success or rejection, failure? Like, what is the belief system?
I am at a point where I guess I just want to be secure. That safety net. Nursing provides that safety net. So I don't want to necessarily jump off the cliff because I'm sorry. I just personally, for me, I like to, I like to be secure financially. And I mean, that may have something to do with it, but I'm still exploring. I'm definitely still exploring, but I had to acknowledge that. And I know that there's confusion. Listen, I've been out here for 8 years and I've been messing with this stuff on and off, this fashion stuff on and off, on and off. It's time to figure it out.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
Yeah. So I'm detaching from confusion. I am gaining clarity. So we still on the step one.
Yeah.
There's 4 other ones.
I mean, we don't have to go through, we can do a part 2. You want to do a part 2 of this?
We can do a part 2.
All right, we just going to spin it around, do a whole another part 2
We can do a part 2.
With the same clothes on.
Guys, you want to tell? Okay.
So we keep it real.
Yeah, we do. So because of our schedules, we had to shoot twice today. We're doing 2 episodes.
And we got chewed out about that too.
We did. We didn't follow the rules, but thank God for our nice producer, Solomon.
Yes.
He's allowing us to shoot 2 episodes today. One time only. So
if you come to the podcast place to film your podcast, you just know that there is only 1 episode per session.
That's it.
And it's in the fine print.
It's in the fine print.
Yeah, but we're being bad today. We're going to film 2.
We're going to film 2.
It's because he loves us, don't you, Solomon?
The jury is still out on it.
But what was I talking about? We're filming 2 episodes, and I was leading to something.
Yeah, because we only got to awareness about the laws of detachment. Oh, I do want to let you guys know where the laws of detachment come from. It comes from Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success.
Did you look that up?
I wouldn't tell them. Do your own research.
No, only reason I'm asking is because I trust. Okay, only reason
I did look it up though. Yes, I did.
Only reason I'm asking is because I don't even know. Okay, yes,
because you told me about it. You're like,
right.
How do you know?
Right, and I had to think about it for a second. Okay, all right, we're good.
Because when you told me about it, I was interested. So then I did a little minor research.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you. Okay.
You're so silly.
Silly rabbit, I know.
Yeah, I like to research things to know. I mean, but my research could have been inaccurate. So do your own research.
That's true. Wait, I mean, we got some time. Let me read the second one
Yeah, read the
off.
second
Let
one.
me see. Hold on.
Oh, but I did want to add, because I do feel you what you're saying
Come on and add.
about the feelings, and one of the things that I realized kept me stagnant was my belief system. Like, whenever I would start excelling in different projects, things of that matter, and doing great, to whereas it could be super successful, my belief system will be like, I'm not enough. Who do you think you are? You just a little black girl from the ghetto.
Self-sabotage.
Nobody cares to hear anything that you got to say.
Mm-hmm.
You making this stuff up. You're a fraud. Just all of those limiting beliefs that held me back. That was my belief system. So then I start feeling inadequate. Then I started feeling, because our belief system dictates our feelings dictate our behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So then those feelings of inadequacy and unimportance came up, and then I would sabotage. That was the behavior. And I wasn't doing it purposefully. It was a dance.
Imposter syndrome.
It was definitely a dance.
Yeah. That's why I felt, it sounds to me, that sounds like imposter syndrome, when you're telling yourself you're not good enough, this, that, and the third. And that was my issue too.
Yeah, and that's definitely
in
something.
a real way.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The only way that's definitely something that I am now detached from. That's why my goal is to be vision driven,
Right.
not driven off the past and fear and all those things that hold us back, because that's exactly where you would stay in the past.
You will. Come on, this is a good segue, because we're talking about stepping into your future in the next podcast.
Hey.
This is going to be part 1.
Part
and the next
1.
one's going to be part 2.
All right.
So, yeah, that was good segue.
Was
You
it
didn't
good
even
segue?
mean to do that.
I didn't mean to do that.
Hey. I mean, I don't know. You want to just wrap it up now and lead on to part 2?
Wrap it up, inmate.
Okay, all right. So,
Come on, inmate.
And I'm talking about agreeing. I rebuke that.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. In the blood of Jesus.
Blame
right
Solomon.
now. I mean, it's true. I got these
Girl, you
smoke.
looking good with your orange on. You can rock anything.
I'm fine.
Just
with
know
the
that.
look. I'm cool with
I like it. I
Thank
like
you.
it a lot. I see you with your Mary J. Blige gold hoops on and everything.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
I appreciate your acknowledgement.
I see you. I see you. She been in her bag.
A little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. But, and I got my, it is real prisony, because I got these slides on too.
Oh, you do?
I do got some slides. So,
She got on.
hey.
What? You been
This
watching
is
Orange Is the New Black?
prison chic. This
Mm.
is prison chic.
I would love to be on that show. You know that?
Well, it's not on anymore. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they cut it off. I think it's been before COVID was the last season.
Wow.
You need to go catch up.
Oh my God. And I call myself an actress.
Well, it's okay, Bridgett. You know what? You've been too busy to sit down and watch Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah, I just watch things where, I watch things where my mind can just be numb and I can just be like, so that's my thing. Like, that's what I have not been doing. That's how I've been outside, because I have not been sitting there just numbing out on YouTube or Netflix or just anything.
You don't want to
like
think.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I do the same thing, or I did the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to think, so you want to get lost into something where you don't have to feel. You can just focus on whatever it is that's in front of your eyes.
And that's the awareness. I had to become aware, like, oh man. See, I actually just had an epiphany today. I was like, oh, because I got up like 6 o'clock, got on my Peloton bike, and I just got so much done this morning. And I like had an epiphany, like, oh my God, I'm able to do these things now because I'm not doing all the things that I used to do. I'm not smoking. I'm not watching so much TV. But then as I had the epiphany, I was like, oh, because I realized I stepped on a scale. I was like, damn, I'm the biggest I've ever been, like maybe in my life. And I was like, oh, because I stopped smoking weed. And then I just traded one vice for the other, like went from smoking weed to eating junk.
Right.
And so I just had that epiphany today, and I was like, all right, now that I know, now that I'm aware, it's time to tackle this
and detach.
And detach.
Hello. Come on, detach.
Come on, detach.
All right, so we're gonna go over the other steps in part 2. So
in the next episode, yay.
I want to say we don't smoke every day anymore though. Smoke every day. I just had to say
weed
it.
every day.
There we go. Past tense. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Subscribe. Click the link. Follow us on IG, Pause to Proceed Podcast. And we all, can't even get that out.
You
we
got
will
it.
see y'all on episode 2. Not 4. 2.
Part 2 of episode 10.